I've got the map listing. It's gotta get ranked. There wasn't anything posted on it for so long, and I
Yeah.
just started posting on it on a regular basis recently. And I do know it needs reviews on it.
Yeah, so that might be part of the issue is like I'm not seeing the map listing. So couple things, right? Spartanburg Tree Care, and then you see Spartanburg Tree Care right here. You gotta have the business name at the right here. Spartanburg Tree Care, this business name, this brand name needs to be in the homepage title. That has to all align. We know all kinds of different tricks to try to get reviews.
There was like 7 reviews off there, and when they had the issue a while back where people's reviews were disappearing, all of our reviews disappeared, and they have not come back. And I don't know why, because it had 7 5-star reviews before that.
That could have been like the way you left those reviews.
I know they didn't get answered either, and I know to answer those going forward, but they were all legitimate reviews.
Do you have a client for this one or not yet?
Yeah, he's on a 10% deal. Yeah, he's a newer guy, but I know that he's good for it and he'll pay and everything, and he wants more business.
Okay. Yeah. So this is good, high ROI activity right now to make this more powerful. And he's already paid you a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So tell his crew, the people he knows, to leave you a review. Make sure they do it from their phone and only do 1 to 2 reviews a week. Don't do all of them all at once or anything like that. Just do 1 to 2 a week. He must know a lot of people in that area. I would start with that. Next, you got to change the site title to have Spartan Tree Care on it. And then make sure you also have Spartan Tree Care, Spartanburg Tree Care, like LinkedIn business page, Facebook business page, a YouTube page with videos that you learn to make with all the NAP on all the description of the YouTube videos.
Yeah, I usually do that like for blogs and stuff like that.
Yeah, try to have some of these top questions on the homepage as well. And then in Snaps, you can click the FAQ and then turn it into a schema.
Yeah, yeah, I know how to do that.
Yeah, I would do that. How many pages does this have? Let's see.
It did have 3. I've been adding to it.
I think you can add more blog articles on
Yeah.
that. And then I would get into the GMB too and add some of the people ask questions that you saw as posts inside the GMB. You can use AI to come up with the answer. Does that make sense?
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
all the people ask those kind of common questions that people might have. You can make that as posts inside the GMB and then link it back to your website too, I believe, from the GMB. I would ask, hey, Mr. Client, we got to put all hands on deck. Every job you do, take multiple pictures and then send it to me from your iPhone or have your crew take pictures.
I'm actually trying to get him some attention and help him hire more people because he started out as the lawn guy. And I asked him one day, like a long time ago, hey, do you ever do like tree service? And now all of a sudden he's not even interested in lawn because we had sent him so many leads at one point that he invested the money in all the equipment for tree removal. He got a team of about 7 guys for tree care. He's wanting to grow and he's wanting to branch out.
Because it's way more money than lawn care, he realized.
Yes.
He can turn into a 3 to 5K a month client. I'm creating an automation now where I'm gonna be able to track every invoice that gets sent out. I would briefly mention that, hey, I'm gonna put in all this work for you, but eventually I need like full transparency and see all the invoices that I can cross-reference with my cost link. Just tell them, hey, I've been doing this for 7, 8 years, and to create the full transparency and automate that is the key so that we both trust each other, and then my team will be even more motivated to go get you more leads.
Yeah, he and I have been discussing that a little bit. We're supposed to sit down together so I can help him get some of those things together, like a system, a CRT system, and that kind of thing.
You live close by here?
Yeah, that's where I live.
Oh, so you've met him in person?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. How old is this site?
This site is old. I think Mike bought it from somebody else. It's probably over 10 years, I would say. No, this one is probably, it's about 8 years old though.
Yeah, it's pinned to the top. So if you do all the other optimization on the GMB, should slowly begin to climb up.
Interesting thing happened. I had another site similar to this one in a completely different market far away, and I just couldn't get any traction with it. And like the business owners, I just couldn't find like the right business owner. So I went back to our old records and found one that used to take calls like a long time ago. And we had lost the GMB, so the calls went down a lot. And I called him. I'm like, look, just take calls for a couple weeks so I can find somebody. It won't cost you anything. I just don't want clients calling and being without any interest. So he did. Well, then I found another guy and I called him. I'm like, look, I got this other guy. He's like, that's fine. Your calls are no good anyway. And he was a jerk about it. So I started sending this other guy and we worked out a 10% deal and it was okay. But like I said, I was having a hard time getting the site ranked back up. And then out of the blue, he called me, or another guy called me that is doing the first guy's marketing and was just like, can we buy this website for $3,000? And I was like, sure. I probably shouldn't have done that because if I would have hung in there, I was just so frustrated with it and have so many other things going on. But it's money sitting there. It's digital real estate that's worth something. And if each person takes the time to invest what they should in the system and not let anything go, it's going to pay you a lot more in the long run. But it's a digital asset that paid off either way.
Yeah, I hope people realize that there's a lot of other companies in surrounding places. If you're having a hard time finding a client, that you can start sending just free leads to for a while. Because these companies from here will easily travel